What is up, guys? Welcome back. So today I just wanted to make a really quick video, just making a few updates, just channel stuff, just sharing some things with you guys. So first things first, I updated my Swar farm. If you don't know what Swar farm is, it's on the link below. Just click in, you'll understand very quickly. What it is it's me sharing my monsters with you guys, so you guys can take a look at all my my whole entire box, my monsters, rune builds, if they're skilled up and all that. So it's like you know, I'm just showing it to you guys. You guys can go in and take a look if you want to, if you're curious about the way I build certain monsters and stuff. And don't be afraid to ask like why I build monsters each way. Just you know, I'll answer all your questions whenever, you know, if I see them, I'll answer them as soon as I can. So that's the first thing. And the second thing is I'm going to be starting a Discord chat. I'm not sure when exactly it'll be up, but I'll announce it again when it is actually up. I'm still figuring out how to actually work the entire thing. It's just not very easy to use because there's a lot of it's like you put you unlock certain rooms and stuff, and you lock certain rooms, and then you have to whenever someone comes into your room, you have to set like what status they're at or something like that, and then like or rank or something, and then they can join your room. I don't know what that whole shit is about. It's like super confusing. Trying to figure it out, but once I do, I'll have I'll announce it. And then basically what I plan to do is just have a Discord chat. Basically what Discord is, it's kind of like Skype, but it's just on a website, so it's not actually a program. You can go in, you can just use it to talk to people, and actually it's more like than Trello. For those of you that have ever used it, it's like really old program. People use that in the past probably to like raid and stuff in WoW. I know I've used it, and just for very few times when I'm like tryharding and stuff, just you know, where usually I never actually need to use like voice comm and stuff. So it's more like Ventrilo. Basically, there's like rooms and people join it and stuff, and but it's not password based, so it's kind of weird. But I kind of just want to set up a room where we can just kind of hang out, raid and stuff with each other, even when I'm not streaming and stuff. Just you know, I might be home or something, and then I can just we can just anyone. It doesn't even matter if I'm there or not. Like you guys can even just go on and raid with each other and find groups and stuff and just talk while raiding and discuss strategy and all that. Kind of start a small community or something like that. But the problem is I'm afraid of just people going in trolling and shit. So I might set like certain different rooms, but I'll have like, you know, at least some open rooms where everyone can go in and just, you know, join in whenever they want, and raid and find groups and stuff. So that's the second thing. The third thing is I also I actually bought the Division, and I'm planning to play that game quite a lot. I played through the beta, both the closed and open beta. I didn't play through it that much because they do a server wipe, so all the progress you make in the beta is erased. That's why I didn't want to try very hard in the beta, but I did go in and play it a bit and just basically experience the game, and it was really good. So I really did enjoy the game, so I decided to buy it, and I'm probably going to be playing that game quite a lot as well. So I do want to try to stream it, maybe try to make some YouTube videos about it as well, and I do hope that, you know, hopefully you guys like that. Um, I I'm I know I've always said that I wanted to also try making videos that aren't Summers War related, but I never have ever I never really did that, except for that like League rant video that I did a while ago. I'm not sure if any of you guys remember that, but there's that. And yeah, it's just you know, just hopefully it's something you guys enjoy, because in the last video where I just made the channel update, you know, the one where I'm in a blanket and shit, a lot of you guys replied and said, you know, if you want to try something else, if you ever become um, a YouTuber that does something even that isn't Summers War related, you know, that you guys would stick with me. So I got a lot of comments like that. So I'm just, I'm feeling confident and shit to try things out. So I wanna try that as well. And yeah, I just think that it's pretty important to kind of just keep myself happy while I'm doing this as well, because I remember Uber Danger. I'm not sure if you guys know him, but he's like a pretty famous League of Legends YouTuber, and he said that like one of his core philosophies when he's like making videos is that he always um, he keeps his happiness level as one of the main you know contributors of making like good quality videos. So I think that's a pretty good philosophy, and it's actually like have experienced it before. um, I'm not sure if you guys remember, like, for those of you that have been with me for quite a while might remember a long time ago I was streaming every day during the summer and all that, and then eventually I stopped at one point. um, there was actually like a time of my like, I guess I can't really call this a YouTube career because I haven't really been doing it that long and I'm not really making any money. But this whole YouTubing thing that I've been a little bit depressed. It was like in the middle of July and stuff, and um, I've kind of just, in the last semester of school, I was pretty busy, so I didn't have that much time to make a lot of videos, and I took kind of a little bit of a break, relaxed a bit, and actually I felt a lot happier, just, just not, not try harding, basically. And which kind of reminds me of which kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to make this video was actually I was just feeling really inspired by a TED Talk I saw yesterday. I know it sounds really really cheesy, but it's by a guy called Sinek, and I forgot the title of the TED Talk, but it's about like asking the question why. And he talked about how like there's three levels of thinking: the what, and then inside is the how, and then at the very core of it is why. And it's like, how, like, what do I want, how do I get it, but why do I want it, so, which actually is really interesting, because I've always asked myself this question, why do I do what I do? Like, why do I, not even YouTubing and streaming, why do I even play games? Why do I play Summers, or why do I do this? And I've never had a real answer. It's mostly just like I enjoy it. um, and then there's like, why do I do YouTube, and all those whys. um, and I've really never been able to answer it. I know in the beginning I knew the answer very very well, because when I first started YouTube, I had the intention of making this my job, my career, my, like, my future and shit. um, but I I went at it a little bit too hard. I thought I had like 2 years left. I was thinking, okay, I have to, um, I have to grind. I have to just get as many followers, subscribers as I can, and and then I can make this my career. I can just play games for life. And thinking back about it, it actually sounds very very selfish, because I know a lot of people, not a lot of people, but the people who don't actually watch YouTube, or support YouTubers, they might watch YouTube videos, but they don't actually support YouTubers. They think that YouTube is not a legit job. They think it's like, just these lazy people that don't actually want to work, and they found a way to get paid while playing video games. So they make no contribution to society. And back in the day, I actually did believe it, to some extent, because I thought that, what am I doing? I'm just literally playing video games, and this is pretty much for my own satisfaction. I don't do this for anyone, and it felt really horrible. It was just not a good feeling. um, and and I started asking myself the question, like, why do I do this? What's the whole point of it? Is it just so I can feel good and just sit here and play video games all day long? And the answer is it used to actually be yes. Like I actually, when I first started YouTubing, it wasn't some grand goal. It's just I wanted to sit here, play video games, record videos, you know, stream and shit, and then get paid while doing it. And that actually just the more I tried towards and aimed towards that goal, the more miserable I felt. And I it got to the point where at one point at during the summer where I was just streaming every day, I was just grinding really hard, all for the purpose of reaching my goal. I I like I was feeling really just depressed. I was seriously feeling depressed, and I thought I thought I had this like depression or some shit like that. But you know, maybe it's not that serious. But then again, you know, no one like it's not really an Asian culture to like just get it checked out and shit. Although I did at some point want to get it checked out, and the break that I took kind of helped me, you know, kind of brought me back a bit. Um, I basically I just started making videos when I felt like it, and I just made whatever videos I felt like doing, and then it felt a lot better. It felt like I was just happy doing this, um, and then throughout the months, it has evolved into something as like last month when I made the last update, I said that it doesn't matter anymore if this becomes my job. You know, it's fine even if it doesn't take off, even if I don't make it, even if I don't really succeed and become a full-time YouTuber. It's perfectly fine. You know, I can just um, like I said one time in my stream, work at a Subway somewhere and you know, get free subs, come home, you know, stream, make YouTube videos, and then go work the next day, and then pay for food with the money I make from Subway and shit, and then the free sub can solve one of my meals. You know, this way I don't only have to pay for 2 meals. It's like genius. Um, yeah, it does sound very dumb now that I say it out loud, but I'm serious. You know, I can legit do that, and if it makes me happy, then it's, you know, I'm just gonna go for it, I guess. But either way, I um I was I was just thinking about you know, the past and how I started YouTubing, and then how much I've changed since I first started, and um, you know, I was just thinking back, it was just kind of a somewhat dark time, because when I wasn't able to answer the question why, it was really uh, I don't actually have the word for it. It just felt really like depressing and shit. Because I thought that, you know, if I did this for myself, if I'm not doing it for anyone, then what's the purpose of me doing this? You know, um, I'm not contributing at all to society, and no one would miss me at all if I was just to disappear. And that's a really scary thought. You know, not knowing not knowing that you matter is just not a very comfortable feeling. It's a very uncomfortable feeling. Like when like I really did at some point believe that um, you know, I don't matter if I stop doing this. If I disappeared one day, no one would really care. But it's you know, throughout the year that I've been doing YouTube, it has it really literally has changed quite a lot. Um, nowadays, I know that a lot of you guys are enjoying my content, and I used to think that, like, you know, when I make these guides and stuff, I don't really contribute anything because it's just for a video game, you know. It doesn't matter. One day this game is not going to be popular, and everything, all the knowledge that I've learned and shared, it's going to be useless. And it's like it's like I'm like it's like the exact opposite of of people who take games too seriously. It was like, oh, I I I keep thinking how like it doesn't matter at all, um, and like why am I going at it so hard, you know, like um, cause I'm no longer going at it for the money and shit, and it was just not a comfortable feeling until I like more and more I I read the comments that you guys wrote me, especially on some of these, like, you know, videos where I just talk to you guys, um, saying that, you know, it's um, you know, keep going at it, do do what you do, and you know, we'll stick with you every step of the way or something like that. It's usually like that, and um, you know, that really did help me quite a lot. It helped me realize that, you know, there's someone that cares, that actually does enjoy watching my content, someone that does care if would care if I were to all of a sudden disappear one day, um, and I was actually able to answer the question why I play video games yesterday, and that actually helped me even more, because I I realized that the whole reason that I play video games is just to feel good, you know. It's just to be happy and feel a sense of satisfaction. And you know, you might not be able to get that sense of satisfaction anywhere else. It might be virtual and might not exactly, you know, be considered real, but you know, happiness is just happiness. It doesn't matter where you get it. You know, some people go out, they play, you know, they drink, they party and stuff, and that makes them happy. And you know, that's perfectly fine. And some people actually do things that you know, other people would consider very valuable, and like, you know, going out to some disaster place and like saving lives and stuff, and that makes them happy. And um, but for me, it's just I'm not really, you know, I'm no saint or anything. I'm just a regular guy, and what makes me happy is just playing video games. And I realized that even though even though the knowledge that I share in the game, like you know, how to do dragons, how to do giants, how to do TOA, how to do all that, it doesn't it's not gonna matter. Um, it's not going to matter probably in a few years once the game doesn't become that popular. Um, once the game becomes not that popular, I mean, and I, but it's okay, because every time that, because I know that feeling, you know, the feeling, because I've experienced it before, the feeling of playing through, you know, when I first made my Giants team and I auto like 10 times in a row without failing. When I did the same for Dragons, when I cleared TOA for the first time, when I cleared TOA hard for the first time, it was the feeling, was just, it was happiness, and to me that's real, it's genuine. Um, so I know that a lot of you guys will experience the same thing, you know, when I help you guys with guides and clear TOA for the first time. Um, that and that's real, and that's real happiness. That's something that um, you know, I've contributed in, and help people with, and that's why I know that, you know, I just to someone I matter, and you know, I have people who support me and are willing to follow me. So yeah, um, really thank you guys for everything, and I'm going to keep doing what I do. Please continue to support me, to just watch my content and stuff. Um, and please, like, you know, if you have any suggestions what you want to see, because I make the content for you guys and stuff like that. I really don't know what to say. I guess I kind of just made this video because I was just feeling really inspired by that TED video. It was really good. I really should share it um, in the comments, or not comment, the description below. It's just a really good video. Um, and yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys um, just in the next video on stream or anything. I'm just gonna keep doing these things, doing doing what makes me happy, and then hopefully that makes someone else happy as well. So thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Wait, before I go, there is one thing that I want to do, that I wanted to do on video, and that is Devilmon my Miyang. Oh man, when I did this on stream, people freaked out. Alright, so basically, what I want to do is I want to level up Miyang's third skill, which is like one level from the top, and that's going to make her effectiveness in raid increase by quite a lot. So I'm going to try to make this work. If this doesn't work, I have to wait till next week until TOA resets, and I can't raid properly in R5 until this is done. So here we go. Please third skill, please third skill. Lightning means third skill, right? Lightning. Please, Miyang, don't screw me. Yes! Yes! Okay, I'm so happy. When I did this on stream, people freaked out. I was like, oh, fuck, Devilmon Miyang. Hey, trust me, she was really, really strong in raids. You guys were watching just now, right? In the background, the raid, it was really strong. So, alright, I'm gonna keep Devilmoning her until she's max skill. And, yeah, that's it. I'll explain in a video in a spotlight video why I use Miyang. But either way, I'll see. This is the real peace out. Peace out.